Hello, everyone. It is indeed inspiring to see you back again. I welcome you all in this series of AI-GloLo event. If you have not yet registered, you can find the registration link in the description box and you can register now.
So good afternoon, Hemlata ma'am. I welcome you in this event of AI-GloLo, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank that you accepted the invite and you basically will talk about artificial intelligence and its impact. Uh, I would like to tell the audience that Hemlata madam is having very rich experience into academics, and she has been also handling the Information Technology Department. She's currently working with Mayor's MIT Polytechnic Pune, and she's working as a senior lecturer in the Department of Computer Engineering. So, her areas of experience and expertise, she would be explaining about that how predictions or predictive analytics is working into shopping apps or lens card, or basically how virtual agents or speech recognition NLP things are working on. So on these particular areas, we'll be listening from Himlata madam. So I would like to invite her directly and let us listen to her views, and then we can have some interaction. So I'll directly invite you, madam. You can share your views.
Thank you. Very much thank you to Kushal sir and Anamika also for coordinating this event. Let me firstly congratulate Kushal sir and Indeed Infotech for arranging such a educative series, especially for the students and of course, which is a need for the community as well nowadays. So, because this is, I happen to came across this second series of some information sharing from your end. So this is again, that is why the first, as I said, congratulations for such initiatives from your end, right? As Kushal sir has rightly introduced me, I'm being a faculty at MICE MIT Polytechnic, and as well as now I'm a faculty at MIT World Peace University as well. Um, Yes, artificial intelligence, we are speaking a lot about it, and it's a nowadays a buzzword. And I think in engineering or any of a technical student, a chat GPT might be a buzzword nowadays. So that's what if someone knows it and if someone knows about the market predictions as well, yes, then every one of us are aware of the artificial intelligence. Right from the global impact to the local impact, yes, of course, AI has driven a global economic level to a huge level, and its impact is going a lot, and in future also it's going a very lot. Now, right from the local impact and the day-to-day life experiences and our experiences, which I would like to talk about the personalized experiences which we are normally facing in day-to-day life. The with the predictions, for example, when I visit any of the mall, whatsoever it is, Central and the DMart, whatever we buy on a regular pattern basis, on a similar pattern basis as in customer, later on in future we are getting the messages, we are getting the notifications from them to buy similar types of the products. This is what a simplest way that we are using AI in our day-to-day life. That is what, right? That's why I just thought to start with this session with this personalized experiences of the shoppings. Now, the second application which I like most from the local market, that is a lens card. And when because I use a spec, and of course nowadays many of us are using the spec. Yes, of course we buy the specs from different shops and all, but now this AI has powered present technology. The technologies are there. Now AI is giving a backup. AI is powering these technologies and making these technologies stronger enough, and producing the products which are stronger enough and which are more user friendly, so the and which gives a personalized experiences. Now see what the people want nowadays. We are nowadays hearing the terminology of the customer satisfaction. So this AI is helping us to give the customer satisfaction through different applications. So the Lenskart application is which I thought of is the most suitable for that. So if someone buys an spec, so how it will look on me, on my face, how it will suit. So Lenskart gives you that AI application that if I buy this frame, how my face would look like and all, right? So there are of course many basic AI applications as well. Now again giving introduction about the virtual agent. Uh, why I'm speaking about this application, because I guess a very common layman also in the market and in society are aware of all these applications like virtual agents and many chatbots as well. Because nowadays I need to surf throughout the different websites for a lot many different educational tasks, admission processes, my career opportunities, finding opportunities, etc., etc. So where these virtual agents and where the chatbots also help me to go through the process and all. Now the speech recognition, natural language processing. Yes, now in every of the application, I have an option of going to the regional languages as well, apart from the English language and all. So yes, this AI is again giving a backup to the technology that the content is being converted into the many natural languages, being converted into many regional languages as well. And yes, machine learning, yes, of course, being a subset of this, machine learning being a subset of it. But machine learning gives rise to the lots of the algorithms. Yes, but those algorithms now AI is giving a different lives, different versions to all these machine learning algorithms. I am basically more over interested of these applications of this machine learning and AI into the healthcare sciences, as currently I am studying this area of the healthcare specifically, and that too in the area of a prediction and the early diagnosis. Now healthcare is also moving in this direction. That's the yes present technology is we have a lot many diagnosis at the present level, at the physical the present level itself. If some disease is being yes, the person is being infected by some disease, then person will go to the OPD and will get diagnosed by XYZ disease, and there from the treatment will start. But what if prevention is always better than a cure? What if that disease is being detected, predicted in advance? So yes, that job of prediction, that job of early diagnosis. So here, AI is helping a lot for a human health, human lives. This is what I feel a great contribution of the AI. So what the first contribution I pointed out is the personalized experiences, right? And the second contribution of the AI that I am pointing out is what the advances into the healthcare. That is, AI is powering many of such machine learning based applications and the algorithm to diagnose any of a disease in early stages. So yeah, so see, of course, the medical science is also advancing. So if the now this is the era that medical sciences are also finding out the medicines for any of the diseases in the early stages. So of course, which will of course increase the lives of the human being, right? So that is what the necessity of diagnosing any of the disease in early stages, and that is what AI is helping any of the machine learning algorithm or any other algorithm to detect and predict this thing into the early stages. That is what the major contribution of the AI. And the major more one more contribution of the AI I would like to notify is the generative AI. That is what, as I said, that chat GPT, bard and all, which of course the people are using it, and rather people are taking it that what the technology is see, it's a one side of the coin and the other side of the coin also, which to use. So of course every coin has two sides. So this technology, every technology will of course have two sides. So AI is also having a two side. Chat GPT is a best example of we could say a generative AI, that this generative AI would create different matters for us in terms of it will create a image for us, it will create a text for us, it will create a audio for us, it will create a video for us, as if it has been created by a human being, right? As if it's being created by the human being. So, of course, take it as a positive side of a coin and take it as a negative side of a coin as well. But being a human being, and as we want advances in our life and being globally being impacted, let us take ahead with the positive side of the coin for this. And negative side of the coin is, of course, that the people are losing the control over their personal lives. That is what only the point I would like to notify for AI, and for, of course, and this is true for any other technology as well, not only the AI. So the people really are losing the control over their personal lives. So now that is what the one major point. Now, going ahead with this, now we are hearing the buzzword of metaverse as well. So how AI would create impact over there, that's a matter. And the new generation which is coming up, they are just mad behind this digital world and metaverse. Whether knows our next generations would probably experience this metaverse as well, and where this AI would be a great pillar in forming those metaverse and all. So yes, as I'm saying that AI is giving a positive side of a coin, so which is actually augmenting the capability of the human being. It is increasing the capability of the human being. So if I, for example, talk about the AR VR, that is what it is augmenting. It is enhancing the capability, the audio, the visual, all the even the efficiency of a human being as well. So all these are the major applications and major stand pillars that AI is giving us, and being a superset of many of the technologies, being the superset and being the backbone of many of the algorithms as well. Of course, AI is going to stand out into the world, and of course, it's going to impact globally, and of course, it's local impact in that we are seeing, and it's going to take away a long economy of the globe overall as well. So I'm just interested into how where it will take the metaverse and where it will take the healthcare field as well. This is what from my side. These are the few pointers I would like to take your attention towards. Otherwise, there is a huge. There are the if I go on digging out, there are the huge points to discuss. But with this time limit, I'll stop here and I'll hand over to Kushal sir.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. It was very insightful to listen all the pointers which you explained. I have few queries. Like while listening, I had some thoughts going on in my mind. So one is basically I would like to listen from you that how this advancement with AI and ML based devices is impacting on the culture. Like, are you concerned or are you okay and welcoming about the kind of impact it is making, especially if I talk about India and Indian culture? So, how do you see this perspective?
Well, actually, if you talk about the culture, I hope that it's we cannot say that we are at some local point now due to this technology and the digital media. Rather, sitting at one place, we are experiencing the cultures. So rather, we are experiencing the global culture, right? That is what I said, that every coin has a two sides. So and we are losing our personal control. So um, pertaining and maintaining our Indian culture is our own responsibility, right? So it should not be drift away and by the global flows. So this is totally our responsibility to maintain and go ahead with this. We cannot help with this, but for that we cannot say that we will not be accepting this technology, because the person has to flow and there's no option for a flowing, right? Person has to move along with the time. And if we want to keep our culture, we have to stick to some of the rules and some of the principles, and that has to come from our own. And second point in this, if we could do something, that has to be some policies from the regulatory authorities, being from the India, right? Just like a few days back, there were banned for a few of the applications. So that is what our own personal control, and second, from the policy regulatory authorities, that we could expect something at least in that corner, which are for the benefits of the Indian culture.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I got my answer. Another question I have is, um, how well the academics is equipped for delivering AI and ML knowledge in terms of syllabus and in terms of lab infrastructure. And in the same question, I have one addition. What more can be done in order to improve it? So, what area of improvement do you see there?
Yes, that's of the great importance being an academician to me now. Really a great valued question. Yes, we are really not equipped currently. At least the state universities, at least the universities which are currently affiliated to the government, yes, they are not really equipped in terms of first the syllabus, because the syllabus itself is not updated. It's being updated since last 5 years, but every year there is a change. The changes are happening into the society, and of course into the technology. So at least a 3 years revision has to be there. So the universities, the private universities which are making their revisions every 3 years, they are at least they are running with this pace, right? So they are at least prepared. But of course, the government universities are yet not prepared with the syllabus. One point. Second point, though the private universities are equipped with the syllabus, they have updated, like having such sessions with the SMEs and all. But in what sense they are equipped to deliver their knowledge? So there is really a gap, I would like to say. It's though it's a fact, but because see the faculties, they also need to be equipped equally, and they are in true sense they are not equally equipped. They are trying, they are coping, because the syllabus is being changed now. They are trying to upgrade themselves, but at the same pace, at the same time, the students, they are at the same space, they are in front of you, and you need to bridge up that gap. So that gap the faculties are trying to bridge up, but there has to be some fine tuning. And for that fine tuning, really, yes, industry should help out, they should come together, and that is why the universities and the colleges need to have some industry academy interaction. The private colleges, few of the colleges are having, but that's really a gap, I would like to still say. And this has to be filled on a faster time basis rather. The slower time and the slower way won't help now.
Right,
And
right.
have I answered your second question?
Yeah, what can be done? So I think one
I
point you have mentioned industry collaboration. One point you mentioned. Anything else you want to add? What more can be done in order to
Yes,
equip?
yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. One more point need to be surely add, that yes, industry academic collaboration needs to be enhanced, and that need to be enhanced rapidly, not on a rat basis. The second point I would like to add upon, that yes, the faculties, they are upgrading on themselves, but really there has to be a stronger and stronger technical training, and that has to be a industry training to them, because this is the additional point, because faculties are upgrading on their own, right? But this won't help. This will help, this will satisfy the student, but this will not make them superior than the student. The faculties need to be superior. For that they need a proper industry training.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yes, yes, that even I believe should be done. One more point I have about normally we have in colleges and universities, they promote incubation centers. But what is being observed is that we actually don't get like some end product or the level of research which is actually intended, or the while setting up the incubation center, the objectives might have been, very in a very specific manner they must have been set, but we don't get that product. So even there also I would like to gain some input that what is missing or what should be done so that the incubation centers, if they are even they can come up with some sort of solutions or maybe small demonstrations which can be really applicable and useful. So I think that will make the very young generation students also ready to work, industry ready, or even they can have their own startup at that particular age. So what is missing there? So even some pointers I would like to invite.
Yes, yes. So let me point out, recollect those points in my mind. The first point I just thought of is the enough dissemination of the information to the student society. As you said, the incubation is there, but that the 100% students are aware that their college has incubation center. The point number one, that is the enough dissemination has to be given, enough publicity has to be given. The second point is the implementation. Implementation of the incubation center. Yes, the objectives might be decided by them, but is it really implemented? Right? Because otherwise, for the namesake only, the center has been established and the students, a few of the groups have been registered, but it's not properly implementing the overall procedure. Right. The second part is major missing part, I feel, is the implementation of incubation centers policy through the students ambassadors or what through the student partners. This is what the major point I think. And the third one is if the students are approaching, see, first student should feel, the student should be motivated, so that they'll approach to the incubation center and then the further process will go ahead. So for that they should be given more and more project based learning. If more and more project-based learning experiences is given to the student society, then they'll get more motivated. Then they will approach to such centers. And if the center is following the proper implementation policy and the procedure, then there would be a good enough collaboration from the incubation center and then from the students' side, and then this will go ahead. So I guess enough dissemination of the information, implementation and implementation from the incubation center and the project based learning given to the students, these are the key factors for this overall process.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the pointers. And the last one, because you are connected with students, so at the same time, you must be having interaction with parents also. So, any specific message to parents? Because we say that the current generation of parents is the last generation where normally the whole culture is completely shifted, that both the parents are now working. So I think I'm not sure about the figures, but if I say 80 to 90% of the parents nowadays are, both of them are working. So to this new major shift which has happened over 30 to 40 years, in the past 30 to 40 years, this shift has happened. So any specific message about, because we see that even a small, very small kid, if we want to make that kid to eat food, so the that kid normally demands a mobile phone or needs some sort of gadget. So any specific message for parenting the kids you would like to give in this age of AI and ML?
Yeah, that's a very huge and very what philosophical question, Kushal, you're asking me. But still, yes, I would like to answer it because I'm counseling a lot many parents and the students especially. Yes, in this world of parenting, specifically pointer to the parents. Yes, parents, we are being a parent, we are believing our kids a lot, right? We need to do that, right? But very first, make them independent because most of us are having a lonely kid and we are pampering them a lot, which absolutely is not needed. Let us make our kids independent. Let them take their own decisions, right? At the same side, at the same time, being both the parents, being earning parents, don't give a lot of luxury to our kids. This is really a very great message I would like to convey. Though we have a lonely kid and though we both of us are earning, we really do not need to give such a luxurious life to our children because they need to be independent and they need to earn and learn independently on their own and they need to face the failures as well in their life, which we should make them aware of. We should not protect them and we should not defend on our own. Let them defend, right? This is a major takeaway for them. And of course, for this tech world, for this gadget world, yes, I can't help in that case, but really, as far as possible, give a message to your kid, be closer to the nature. In that sense, really, as far as possible, keep the gadgets away at least for a during a family time, right? Because have seen the students and every kid as well, they are sleeping and waking up with a mobile phone. So this is what the counseling at your own level, that you can engage them with some own activities, so as they'll be away from the gadgets itself. So this is again our own responsibility, and this cannot be done in one, yes, you do this and you do that. This is a habit and we need to inculcate. This is a way of inculcating. This cannot be in a demanding mode. So making them independent, um, not giving them a luxurious thing, and giving them a message of being close to the nature and obviously being away from the gadget. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. And
If you don't mind, from that pointer,
yeah,
from
please.
that pointer, I would like to, as we are saying that, see, whatever we do, but the kids and the students, they are just stuck with the gadget, right? And of course, they are having many mental issues as well. These are coming up with the students because they are being addicted, and this addictness is being nowadays it's noted as a mental disease. For that, but there are some AI what I'm not getting the word exactly, where the things are coming up, which will not make a person addict, because now mobile phone makes you addict, but there would be AI applications which will not make a human being addict, which is what a future trend, the future uh, thing which is coming up. We are waiting for that, and which is on a positive side. So which will not make the, though you're going to use the gadget, but it will not make you addict, where the hopefully those screens and gadgets will disappear and there will be some screen somewhere, and which will disappear, so it will not be in your hand physically, so you won't get addicted. So something I have read through something like that. There would be something through AI, which will where the gadget or the technology will be used, but it will not make one addict.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's really an
Yes, yes.
important, yeah, important point, because that is the
Yeah.
constructive development that will happen. So that's really important. So I would like to really thank you, because while listening, even I got to understand a lot of things, a lot of perspectives, and this will really be helpful for all the listeners once we release this particular talk. And one of the most important, most beautiful thing which I liked was that once you explain everything, then you summarize. So there's something is a very good quality that even I think people should learn, that to be, once you are very
Definitely.
clear with your thought process, then basically this happens. So thanks a lot, madam, and we would be soon releasing this talk on our platform, and it will be really helpful to everyone. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Kushal sir, for inviting me in this special talk. And of course, I would like to say stay connected. And even
Sure.
I would like to convey my thanks to Anamika as well.
Thank you
Thank
and
you.
welcome.
I hope you like this video. If you really feel that it would help somebody, you can surely share it with those people. At the same time, you can like and subscribe to our channel as well. You can register for this AI-GloLo event with the link in the description, or you can see the scanner right ahead in this particular video.